Hi, Jack. Good morning.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
You are the pride of Louisville, Kentucky. How does it feel to be in this moment on this stage and with just a few thousand of your closest friends?
Well, I was telling you I was nervous because sometimes you do these TV moments and you don't know how good the energy is going to be, but luckily I had some real ones pull up today, so I'm having a great time.
Plus, you always bring the energy yourself anyway. One of the things I love about your story is that you wouldn't be here without mom. It was your mom who introduced you to the genre of hip hop. How did that happen? How did that come to be?
I mean, I got to credit her taste. She grew up listening to it. She grew up going to shows, so when I was digging through my parents' CD collection, a lot of the hip hop that she was collecting was what I was hearing. So.
Who'd she listen to?
Outkast, Tribe Called Quest, Public Enemy.
Yes. Okay.
And then you were making mixtapes, which I just love, because I thought that was like an 80s thing, but you were bringing it back.
I guess so. You might be right.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if you could only say it's 80s, but yeah, it's rocking.
What's next for Jack? What have you not done yet that you still want to do? What's the next mountain to climb?
What a question. There's a lot of things I haven't done. You know, one day I dream of doing the Super Bowl halftime show. There's a lot of things
He just spoke it into existence. You just spoke into existence. By the way, you're about to make your acting debut as well. I understand you're in White Man Can't Jump, the reboot.
That's right.
Okay, all right.
You're going to be the Woody role, right?
That's right.
Oh, it's exciting.
You ball
Pretty
like
good.
that?
That's the role they offer me.
Yeah.
You ball like that?
You about to see?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but for now, let's have him get back to what he does best. We've talked about it. Now let's hear it.
Wow. Well, and Jack, you got a little surprise for a fan who's been here all morning. Jacob, take it away.
Yeah. I got a little finding to do. Where's Samantha? Is there a Samantha down here? Wait a minute. Samantha, is it your birthday?
Yes.
My understanding is Mr. Jack Harlow has arranged for you to go to an upcoming concert. So not only is it a happy birthday, it's a Harlow birthday for you.
Period.
How you feeling?
Period. He's staring into my soul right now, so I really don't have any.
Anything you want to say to Mr. Harlow?
Love you.
He loves you back. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
That's fantastic.
Pretty cool, guys.
That is great. Jack Harlow, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for sharing
Thanks for
this
having
time
me.
with us.
Thanks for having me.
Best
It's
of luck
been a
out there.
breeze.
Best of
All
luck.
right.
Pleasure.
One more
Thank
time,
you.
give it up for Jack Harlow. But boy, what a morning we
Yes.
had. Thanks to this young man, music superstar Jack Harlow, rocking our plaza all morning long with his hits. And now we're going to have a little time to chat with him. Jack, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Jack.
Did you have a good time out here?
Oh, I had a blast.
Yeah. and now you're getting ready to go on your tour. I love this. Come Home, the Kids Miss You tour. You're going to be all over the country, all over Canada. When you look out at this crowd and you see such a diverse mix of people, old, young, black, white, men, women, it's got to be a pretty good feeling knowing your music brings so many different people together.
Wow. Now that does feel good. That really does feel good. I think it's a beautiful thing, and it's a reflection of how the tours look too. I think there's a lot of my shows are like sing-alongs and feel-good experiences.
Yeah.
So I think there's a warmth that brings us all together. It's nice.
They know every word for sure.
They know every word.
Every word.
And I know there are a lot of girls out there, men and women, frankly, jealous of me sitting right next to you right now. But this wasn't an overnight success for you. I mean, you worked for this. Sorry, I'm dropping everything here. And, you know, your mom had some advice for you when it comes to practicing. I mean, you didn't just, post something on Instagram and become an overnight success. You worked for it. What was her advice?
Well, she always was pushing me to put the time in. You know, one of the biggest things she told me was 10,000 hours and just to give it everything. But my parents just wanted to see I would do it. They didn't want me to treat it like a hobby. So I've been on it for years now. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Jack, I mean, you've worked, obviously, Drake and Lil Nas X and Justin Timberlake. Who haven't you worked with yet that you would love to work with? Oh, she said no.
Andre 3000.
Oh,
Wow.
Yes.
Andre 3000.
You put it out there.
That's a big one. I've been manifesting for a while. A lot of the collaborations you just named, are ones that in interviews over the years I hadn't done yet, and I would say, man, I just want to Pharrell, Drake, and then they would happen. So I'm just gonna keep saying Andre 3000 with faith that it'll happen.
Andre 3000 with you at the Super Bowl.
At the Super Bowl,
That's the show.
That would be everything I could ever want.
You're a believer in that and manifesting what you want for your destiny, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Let me ask you, Jack, you just got the VMA nominations. I think you were tied for the most with Kendrick Lamar and Lil Nas X. Is that old hat to you now, all these nominations, all the recognition, or are you still able to stop and feel proud of you, proud of the team that you guys have up here? What do you feel?
It's a great question. I find moments to soak it. There's certain times where you're forced to take a step back, but what's really got me to this point is thinking about the future. So we want to be here for a while, and we know that, getting there is one thing, but staying there is the next thing. So we just keep working, and we're always thinking about next year. We're always thinking about the records that haven't came out.
And you're talking about your future. You announced earlier you're going to be in the remake of White Men Can't Jump. Is that part of your future, acting? Is that something you've always thought about?
I'd like it to be. I enjoyed it. That was my first role, and I'm definitely interested.
I just want to know. I know you started in high school and whatnot, making mixtapes. Give us a sample of like top 3 songs on a mixtape for you. Who are you listening to?
Wow, what a question. I guess if you're asking how my mixtape sounded, I was putting out music in like 2010 and 11 when I was a kid and what was really popular at the time was remixes. So I was rapping on beats like 6 Foot, 7 Foot, and Moment for Life, and a lot of like classics that our generation remembers. Black and Yellow by Wiz Khalifa, all those beats from the early 2010s. I was doing verses on those. So remixes were really hot when I was a kid. So I wasn't even doing a lot of original music.